After a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First play, going to throw it. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Hal to throw on second down. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Howell throwing on third down here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. A third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Gino. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
18, right here. Buffalo 18. Trap 50, trap 50.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Alert! Alert!
Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Touchdown, Rams. Chigakakro with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Powell. And that is incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll go play action. Powell. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Powell throwing on 1st down here. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Powell. This is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
from the 24. Smith. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Gino on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Gino now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. First down, Howell to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
Completion on first, now 2nd and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
the 37 on third down. Howell now to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
On fourth down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring it down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, Nwogu. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
2nd down throw for Howell.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Howell. Able to find his man, Woods.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, Howell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Howell now.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Drop 50.
On 2nd and 9, Smith in trouble, and he's taken down. David Ojabo picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to 60. 18 Rattler.
To throw is Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On fourth down, Smith. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down, Rams. Smith now to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Smith.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Throwing is Smith. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Howell throwing on third down here.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Howell.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point is
Point
good.
after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return is Jones from the end zone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Howell from the gun. Throw left side. There's London.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 35 yards that time on the punt.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points. And now here is another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now throwing on 1st down here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Howell. This pass caught. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard
Smith on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone.
McCaffrey.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Howell.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
3rd and long, here's Howell.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Geno on 1st down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back.
Touchdown! Calvin Austin from 21 yards away. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Come back in! Come back in! 79 Broncos! 60 Bobcats! 60
From the 36, Smith. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Smith. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gets him the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Now it's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Smith now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. Cool for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here's Howell.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Howell to throw.
That is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. London hauls this one in. And he will have the conversion on fourth down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Los Angeles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.